Okay, today's episode we'll get to in just a second. We have a beautiful guest in, and this man has been through it all. You know, he's had the highs and lows of a career. And not the lows, but when you have highs, you have the alternate side of those. You know, he's had the peaks and valleys, we'll say that. And he's a special guy, and I'm happy to be in here talking about him and talking with him. And this episode today is brought to you by Pranks Anonymous. And look, we all know people that need to be pranked, okay? Let's be honest about that. Sometimes people look like, oh, I don't know anybody that needs a prank. You're lying. And you are lying. Now there's a fast, easy, affordable way to send anonymous pranks. In the mail. Remember the mail, dude? It's still alive. And that's by using pranksanonymous.com. At Pranks Anonymous, you'll find a prank for anyone and everyone. You think there's not a prank for somebody? That's crazy. Anybody, Native Americans, you know, people that have been tortured, anybody, friends, family. You want to cover somebody with glitter? Well, they got that hitter. They got the largest selection of glitter bomb pranks. They even have the world's biggest glitter bomb, the Mega Glitter Bomb. You know what I'm saying? It's 4 times the size of any other spring-loaded glitter bomb. This is a real site. Check it out. Go to pranksanonymous.com. Use the promo code Theo for 10% off. You can do it all, man. Change somebody's day. Get edgy. You ever seen somebody try to get glitter out of their scalp? That's a month-long adventure, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's just gay lice living up in your dome, baby. Come on, man. You can start that for somebody. pranksanonymous.com.
I'm just sitting on your front porch wondering how could I be so...
Bro, you're right under Marin, dude. I'm looking at the charts. Holy shit. Congrats, Holmes. I know you're recording right now. Sorry. 405, bro. I'm like Boss Lawson. Close. This is, I don't know, fucking helicopter on the freeway or some shit. Bro, it's a fucking parking lot, dude. I left before Google told me, so bear with me, man.
I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it.
But dude, I think people would listen to you, Jamie. I really do. I would listen to you. And you're just like kind of this fascinating creature, I think.
Thank you, Daddy. Are we on now?
You know? Yeah, you're like a Loch Ness monster, but you're not hidden. It's like your
humps are out.
Humps are out. Jamie Kennedy's here with me today, and I'm super excited, man. Yeah. Dude, you've been working so hard. I mean, I see you in the comedy clubs all the time.
I know. I've been doing it. It's let me ask you this, because it's like I was like on the road forever, right? Mm-hmm. And then I did a thing with Melissa McQueen, mm-hmm. and she's like, "You got to come to the store and do a show." And then I did, and then I was like, you know, talking to people, I'm like, if you're on the road all the time, you're doing 5 or 6 shows, why do you do, you know, in town? Because you're dead. And Bobby Lee, man, really hit me to it. He's like, dude, you got to perform in town, in front of your peers, with your peers. Because being on the road is completely different.
Yeah.
And then ever since he said that about 2 years ago, I just been like, but also I feel comedy has gotten super hot. And would you say the last 3 years?
Yeah.
In town? Because I've been doing comedy for a long time, but...
Oh, well, then you tell me. I mean, you might even know better. Yeah, to me it has, but my breadth of perspective isn't as large as yours.
Well, stop using big phrases.
Dude, those are the only ones.
Big one.
The only ones used.
Well, I feel like, you know, in the like in the last 2 years, I've been hitting the town hard because, you know, Netflix has been doing the specials, and now Hulu's opening up in Amazon, and everybody. I mean, you know, it used to be like a special. You would drive down Sunset Boulevard and you would see, you know, one person, and it'd be like, you know, bigger and blacker, and like, damn, that's like, And now it's like, yo, you see one building, you see a bench, there's specials. There's a lot of specials.
There's so many specials.
So it's like, I was like, I want to, you know, work on that and try to work towards doing a new special.
Yeah.
And that's why I've been doing it. But I have never in my history, I started in the early 90s, almost late 80s, but 1990 was when I did my first set. Mm-hmm. I've never seen town this hot.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, Dude, you
What
go to
is
the
it?
OR,
Hold
you'll
on.
see 16 comedy superstars.
Yeah. Yeah.
You being one of them.
Yeah.
And just
you.
like, bam, bam, bam. And it's like, people are so spoiled. And you go on the road and you sell 400 tickets and you're like, I'm the man. And then you're like doing 15 minutes and you're like, ooh, that was a tough set. And you realize because you're playing for the Yankees.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad to be in town doing it because it makes me better. But it's like, it is intense.
It's fine. It definitely seems hot. Are we good on the levels, Nick?
But
Okay.
everybody is in it. And now I'm not, because you were saying that before, like, man, you're hitting it hard. And now I don't want to stop because I don't feel like I don't want to miss a step.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's what it seemed like. It just seemed like you've been picking it up. It's like, I mean, half the shows I'm on, I feel like you're on most of the time. And has comedy always been with you in your career? Because I mean, when I first got hip to you, you were mostly acting. And has comedy, but you were a comedian before that.
Yeah. So most people don't know that I started as a comic. So my heroes were, I had a few heroes, but Eddie Murphy, number one, Mike Myers, number two.
Oh, wow.
And that I was kind of really into SNL. That was my goal. So I moved to LA. I was an extra. It's a long story, but then I started auditioning for improv groups in 1990, and I got in a couple of improv groups, and I would go to improv groups and do like they would have these groups at schools, and we do these shows. We get like $20 a show, which is like good. You're making a living, right? Then a lot of them shut down. And there was
Why? What was it like? There wasn't like crimes or anything going on, huh?
no, it was just like how profitable is an improv group?
Yeah, that's
if
true,
the school
that's true.
board isn't paying you to do a show about
Right.
better nutrition but make it funny or fire drills or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So
nuclear warnings, hurricane warnings, dude. Everything.
so I exactly. So
Well, now you couldn't even do that. If you went to schools now, they wouldn't let 5 comedians into a school.
No way. In the afternoon at like 1 o'clock is
When
like
the kids are tired.
and you put a hat on and it's like you don't know what character that hat's gonna be and it's like I need a location, the Playboy Mansion, or whatever.
And everybody's a pedophile. You're like, man, it'd be crazy.
Say that,
Dude, well, there's just so many pedophiles out there now, man. I quit. I got rid of the app, the Stranger Danger app or whatever.
What is that?
Where you can see how many pedophiles are in your like area.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it's like Stranger Danger, it's called, and you can see how many pedophiles in your area. Dude, there's so many. I won't even jerk off because I'm afraid somebody's gonna molest my semen. Like there's so many pedophiles. It's baffling, bro.
Wait, where does the semen go,
Bro.
So you're saying your semen turns into a human?
No, what I'm saying is there are so many. If you were to get on this app now and see it,
Yeah.
I don't even know if we can pull it. If we can pull up the site or something, but there's Stranger Danger. It's where you can see how many pedophiles registered. People in the union, I guess is unionized, but registered sex offenders are who are within your area. But dude, it's everybody. Like I think everybody. So then what I was saying, I won't even masturbate because I'm afraid somebody will come over and just touch that.
Yeah. Oh, I got
just
it.
because it's
That
so
was-
young.
That was
So that's where I was going.
that was so good.
But
See how smart he is.
thanks for
Damn.
laughing, man. It makes me happy.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, did you ever notice? Well, I'll go back to what we were talking about, but the teachers.
Oh, look at this.
Oh God!
Yeah, bro.
Is that real?
Oh, yeah.
Is that real? Yeah. Are you kidding? That's just off of Culver Boulevard.
That is, brother.
Damn! All the red dots are touchers.
Yeah, that's that Shake Shack, baby. Everywhere is a Shake Shack.
Oh my God! Don't
you-
say Shake Shack, because I really do like that.
Yeah, that
hamburger.
is a
I
good
like the
place.
hamburgers. Have you ever seen so many hot teachers touching?
I know.
Is it a story every couple days? Am I right?
Well, yeah, what is that? What is it you think? Because do you think something's going on, or do you think that it's just now it's a popular story?
Always been, and I think the internet has made everything transparent. And I think it's always been happening, but now you can see everything.
Was there a teacher that ever tried anything with you or did something? Because you were tall. You're a tall guy, so you probably had that. You had an opportunity.
So that height helps, right?
Yeah. Oh, a teacher's not touching a fucking short kid.
Adam's apple.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're short. So I don't want to name names. But
Okay.
First of all, I used to do this joke, which is true, which I was on Altar Boy, and I was never even touched. which made me feel like I wasn't cute.
Yeah.
So, I had to join the Boy Scouts. But here's the thing is that we did have a teacher who was a nice guy, and he would take me and my buddies out to Burger King like once a week. We remember those like.
Was he handicapped?
No, he was normal.
Oh, because I know a handicapped guy that would do that.
He would do that in the Philly area. But that's a good observation. So he would take us out, 3 of us, and we would just, eat those Whoppers, and we get fries, and he would really let us order.
Yeah.
And then I didn't think anything was weird until, because we're from Philly, so Philly, we kind of like turn the tables on the touchers. We like touch the touchers.
Yeah.
And so we used to eat Jawbreakers. That was a big thing in 8th grade, 7th grade. And
beautiful candies too.
Yeah, and they were
hard
big.
to deal with, but good.
Yeah, and they were big, and these things would puff up your cheeks. Ooh. So when we would eat them in school, we would get in trouble. So in order not to get in trouble, we would make him eat it. And the game was how many Jawbreakers could you fit in your mouth? And so we had him put about 3 and 3 in each cheek. I mean,
this old guy?
He was middle-aged, nice guy who took us to Burger King. And he's like, I can fit 7. And he had that accent, and I wasn't knowing what he was. He goes, I can fit 8. And so, like,
what accent is that?
3,
Asian?
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can fit 7. But that area of the world, whatever that
soft
is.
Accent.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Soft Texas, whatever.
That cotton throat.
Cotton throat. And we jammed them in there to the point where we're putting them in at the Burger King, Jawbreakers in his mouth. He's like, I can get more. And this stuff was like, Charlie Chipmunk. And it wasn't until I was probably like, 23 and I'm sitting on my couch, just after a Taco Bell audition. I'm like, damn, maybe that guy had ill intentions.
Yeah.
But nothing happened ever weird. But the more we jammed in his mouth, the happier he was.
That's beautiful.
So whatever that was my...
It's almost yeah.
I grew up with people like that.
Oh, that's like a 4th world country, man. The more you put in their mouths, the happier they are.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, man. That reminded me of a story of this boy. I used to know this boy named Michael. I don't know if I can say his name or not, but
don't put him on blast.
Oh, I don't even think he could hear.
Is he okay?
But this boy named Michael Rutch was his last name, right? Mm-hmm. And
Rutch.
Yeah, Rutch. Not a very.
I love his accent.
Well, here's the thing. So what happened with Michael Rutch was he was he had extra salivary glands, and so he always just leaking out of the sides of his mouth, He was real damp up in that fucking face hole, He was just sweating out of his lips all the time, bro. Like it would be easy to get DNA off of him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you just swab it. Yeah. You could take some of your finger, put it there. Okay.
Yeah, you could save it. He gave it all.
So he was a drooler.
Yeah, he was a drooler.
Gotcha.
Well, they had this man, his mother used to date one of her students who was a substitute teacher. And she dated this boy that was in her class who was 16 years old, and his name was Clint. Mm-hmm. Like clit, but with an N in it, you know?
Yeah,
and so she dated him. So he would come over to the house, and they would hook up inside, the substitute teacher, she was probably 30, and this boy, Clint. And meanwhile, me and her son, Michael Rutch, would sit outside in Clint's car. Mm-hmm. And Clint had a ham radio, one of those CB radios you get on there, breaker, breaker,
Mm-hmm.
Jawbreaker.
How many can you fit?
Jawbreaker, how many can you fit? Yeah. So we'd sit out there. One time we get talking to some man on the interstate. Yeah. He drives off the interstate.
No, this is before Catching Predator.
Yeah, this is way before
MSNBC.
This when they weren't catching anybody.
No, this is like a live, This is a live version. I got you.
Yeah, this is a live version.
I got you.
This man shows up, and then he's got me and Rutch sitting in his truck, right? And he is having us put Tootsie Rolls in each other's mouths.
You guys are doing that to each other.
Yeah, he's like, you guys should see who could have the most Tootsie Rolls in their mouths.
So it's like similar. So this jaw-breaking thing was probably happening at the same time. So so this is jamming stuff in mouths.
So this is happening. Yeah, where's that on the map?
So where's the stuff a mouth at? Yeah. So wait, so how much did you, because those things can get stuff.
Oh, this boy could get, Michael Rudd, I mean, that's the thing, he had those slick doors on his face, you know what I'm saying? So he was hiding 14, 16, 17 in there. But.
Wait, the long or the mini?
Oh, the minis.
The minis, I got you.
Damn, bro.
16 minis. But what? How old is he?
What a pervert, dude. The long ones.
I'm saying because there was a better bargain. You got like 4 of those for like half the price of that long one. I'm just saying. Got weird. That got weird. I mean, edit that out.
So we the minis, but thank God he could hold so many because at one point that guy Clint came out of the house, saw this dude and beat that man's ass.
Wow. All right, so it ended good.
Yeah.
No diddling there, no diddling
No, nothing wild. But yeah, it was popular in my neighborhood if you got molested, or we had a school teacher that took us to Marilyn Manson and dropped us off in there when we were 16, and he was, he went to jail for pedophiling, and it was more popular. But what's going on now? Because now it's women with boys. What's going on?
Well, they're living the dream, these young students.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I mean, tell me, if some teacher hit on you when you're 16, are you reporting? And then if your mom catches and says, "This is terrible," you go, "Mom, don't cock block." Are you saying that? Yes or no? Yeah. Am I wrong? Stop me when I lie.
Oh, I bet there's so many students.
Some students like, "Mom!" Dude, these girls stay with me, bro. They're not just sleeping with them.
Yeah.
They're taking them down in the Priuses behind the damn basketball court.
Yeah.
But dude, they're not only doing that, they're running trains.
Yeah.
They're bringing intramural sport athletes doing 2, 3 at a time.
All aboard. They're running drills, dude.
Dude, straight up tip drills, London bridges, and they're getting report, and then they're documenting. The teachers are documenting it.
Drawing. One lady had a sketch artist come and draw pictures of them fucking. How crazy is that?
Is that real?
Yeah, it's like...
And then the husbands will find out. And the one dude, I'll never forget, this girl had 4. She had 4. And it was like 2 at a time with toys, 3 at a time, 4. Man. Del Taco break, and they're in high school, so they can go a couple rounds.
Oh.
And so she went, and the husband
That's
said...
for easy serve in high school.
The husband said, "I know that she's sick, and we're going to work through it."
Wow.
Which is, I just think, a cuck.
Yeah. You think he was watching it?
No, I just think he
liked it.
He was a cuck. A cuck. I call it, right now it's all that's going on with men. It's good that the women are cleaning out the creeps, but, being a man is a little hard in certain areas right now. Like the alpha male is getting a little bit, it's a little...
Oh, yeah, it's risky to be an alpha male, dude. I thought about cutting off my hands, Yeah,
so it's beta. I call it, the betas are coming in. I call them the beta broom boys.
Oh, them soft boys.
Yeah, which a woman really like. It's like, they want somebody, some women, not all women. I'm not saying, don't get mad, but it's like they want a guy that, if you're a strong woman, you want a guy that you can, you can
take care of.
Take care of. But those guys that signed up in the corner, some of these guys, while the woman is getting done.
Yeah.
Why did they would like a broom?
Yeah.
Up
so they
their
can
butt.
sweep up. Oh, yeah.
Right?
They want the full activity.
Yeah, right. And it's like, I'm sorry, mistress. That's a known thing.
Is it?
You could Google that.
That cavity search. No, I've heard about that. There's a lot of men who are searching their own cavities with all kinds of accoutrements, broomsticks and shovel handles, everything. There are. You don't think there are?
Went, for sure. Well, you learn stuff.
Oh, yeah,
well,
dude.
I mean, I didn't learn until you could jerk off. When I was 28, I learned that you could jerk off like that. Took me that.
Oh, the other way?
Yeah, just like a reverse twisty. It took me that long.
Dude, I used to do this thing where I would tape both my hands together with duct tape, right? And have my brother tape them. And I would say it was for like school, for science. That's what I would tell him.
Yeah.
And then I would tape like a hole in my hands like this. And I don't know what I thought the tape was for. And then I would go masturbate with both hands at the same time.
Wow.
And it was stupid.
Wow.
Yeah, but then the crazy part was you had all this tape, and you had like semen on the floor or wherever or something.
Yeah.
And you had this tape on your hand. So then it was like this real whodunit, like this kind of Harry Houdini, goes to the bunny ranch kind of fucking scenario. And you're, and somebody's beating on the door and you've been saying you're in there, shit. And like I must have taken so many shits when I was 14 years old.
Wait, how do we get the shit?
Just because I was always having an excuse while I was in the bathroom.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I was in the bathroom. It was my office, an hour a day when I get home from school.
Wow. A whole hour.
Oh, I'd masturbate till I was weak in the legs, dude. I remember, dude, the first time I ever masturbated, I climbed up a shelving unit, right, and found some pornography. They had pornography magazines and a fifth of Alizé just swamp water. It's just like colored liqueur, you know, just a real big brother sipper. It was orange flavored or something. And I took a swig off of that, and I was jerking off from the shelves, just up on the shelves. Just couldn't even get down. That's how enamored I was by masturbation and addicted to that.
Wow, you were like,
Oh, I fucking just fell off the shelves after I came. I couldn't even keep myself up. I couldn't even handle myself.
you were like drunk, but also euphoric.
Yeah. But that's how much it meant to me, like to go and masturbate, to go have that. I remember I would bike 5 miles across town. My buddy's dad had some pornography magazines in their bathroom.
Yeah.
And I'd bike 5 miles to get there just to jerk off and then bike back.
Yeah. Do you know what you told me before we started the podcast? You get a lot of DMs from those lonely men.
Oh, yeah, man.
You think that's going to help this cause, this story right now? You're going to have another 1,000. I love jerking off and driving 5 miles for a beaver shot. Yeah, your DM's blown the fuck up.
Like yours ain't put another jawbreaker in my mile. Oh.
I was the victim. I was trying to get B's, bro.
Sure
I was
you
trying
were.
to get B's and C's. 72s.
But how do we get? But yeah, the ladies,
We
man.
went off.
It's hot
We went
ladies.
off.
Yeah, and it's good.
All right, where we going?
It's hot ladies now with these young men. But do you
Yes.
think that there's something else going on? Because this is what I start to wonder. Is there something else going on in the
ether?
Yeah, in the ether, like men haven't been, women are feeling like that older men are too, that they're affected too much, or that they missed out at a young age. Like, do you think there's any, and that's why they're going for these young, these boys in their classrooms? Do you think there's any of that, or do you think that's crazy?
I'll say this. I don't get how teachers, if you're a teacher, you're supposed to have a level of intelligence. If you're going to do something which is clearly illegal and, immoral, not only are you doing it, but you're doing it and documenting it and having a digital footprint, which is psychotic. Why do I think they're doing it? I think because if you do that job, the little bit I've been reading about, I mean, there's a story every 3 days.
Yeah.
I think something about you like to be, center of attention. Look at our job.
In control.
Maybe some of these guys are 16, but they look 20. I don't know. Fantasy. I don't know. There's a lot of fantasies, man, but I just think people get caught up in the moment. I don't know. I think some of them probably have issues. Obviously, it's all tight.
No, I like that. I mean, the fact that they're documenting it too, that tells me something else. Because if anything, like back in the day, maybe a creepy dude would do something like that. They would hook up with a young girl. They would document it. That was like something you would see on an early season of Criminal Minds. Like that was enough of a plot. Like that was real stuff. But now it's like if these women are documenting it, that shows to me that they want to keep it for some reason. That they want that that treasure trove of little artifacts they can go back and look at.
But they're going to go back for the bank.
Right.
They're going back to
Yeah.
That's a spank bank maybe.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is it's crazy and it's happening more and more. But if I was in high school and I was 16 and my teacher was flirting with me, I would think that was a good thing. But it is illegal.
I think Jamie just hit it. I think these kids, these guys are hearing about these stories happening, so they're getting more emboldened and they're making a little pass at the teacher more than they would. I know I had this teacher, senior Spanish teacher when I was in freshman year, and I loved her, but I just never thought it was a possibility. Later, I found out she was messing around with a senior. I could have had a chance the whole time, but I didn't think it was a possibility. Now these kids know it's real.
Wow.
Bro. No,
That's
some
a
of
good
these
point, Nick.
teachers are coming hard at the guys, number one. And number two,
Yeah, what's number 2?
I forgot my point.
I know. I always do that, bro.
I fucking forgot
Always
my
do that.
point. But wait,
Okay, so what number 1 was what?
I forgot number one now.
I'm talking about.
Number one was that the teachers are coming.
Yeah, they're
hard.
coming hard.
Yeah, the teachers are coming hard now, but I agree. That's a great point. Because
I was just jaw breaking it.
Yeah.
But that was
Yeah,
nothing.
you were just hanging out with a fucking
I was
senior
getting
citizen.
a free Whopper. Yeah, jaw breaking it. You know what was the big deal with me? Tickling. You
Yeah.
tickle. These guys, you like to tickle. They like to be tickled. Just a little Gucci, tickle them. That type of stuff. But I wasn't doing anything, and I wasn't getting it.
Yeah.
No hot teachers. I had nothing. I had Jawbreaker. That's all I had.
But I could see you, if I'm a hot teacher, I'm not going, I think a tall guy would have more, but were you like tall and lanky? Were you tall
Lanky.
and you were lanky? Yeah.
So you know
Nobody's
that.
fuck. A teacher's not fucking that dude. A teacher's fucking like the jacked kind of like backup quarterback type of dude.
Really?
Yeah, no offense, but the tall lanky dude ain't getting fucked by the teacher like that. You know what I'm saying? That dude might.
Why? He's,
Just because you don't know what's going on with him. Like one day his head's real long or his chin's real long.
Oh,
or
his growth spurt.
Yeah, those growth spurts I think are
Yeah.
scary to people around that age.
Yeah, I
like
got
you
it.
meet a kid and he look, one day one of his arms is going longer, and the next day
Yeah.
it's just too much sprouting. Like you're doing too much. Like one day your friend would have the longest neck in the world. You're like, what the fuck, Terrence?
But we get in trouble when we talk about this stuff. The world's scary right now.
No, this is the world that we live in. We can't help that we live here, dude. We didn't even put ourselves on this planet.
I know. But do you ever find, like, as we do comedy, it's like, I do jokes about it, man. It's the most intense time to do comedy in terms of political correct, right? You agree with that?
I think it's getting better, though. I think it's on the way back.
Okay, good. Pendulum swinging back.
I do notice that 100%.
I've had 3 different times at 3 shows in town. 2 times and then 1 time in out of town. People have approached me and asked me why I did a certain joke.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And was it always a certain topic? Was it what? Like joking about molestation? Was it joking about...
I do a joke that I say, I read about myself on the internet, and I read something that said, people say Jamie Kennedy looks as if Matthew McConaughey raped Bradley Cooper.
So it's a rape joke. So it has rape in it.
It has the word rape in it.
Yeah.
But there's no rape happening. It's imaginary. It was written about me as a blog.
And those would be your parents if that did happen.
Exactly. They're not bad looking parents.
Yeah. And you can't make fun of your own parents?
No. And so the people went off and said, why are you endorsing rape culture? I'm like, I'm not. It was written about me, and I had a whole dissertation.
Wow.
So I just listened, man. I just listened.
Yeah. Well, the heckler, I feel like, I know you did the documentary, The Heckler.
Yeah.
And the heckler these days was that with Michael Addis? Who was that with?
Yeah, it was Michael.
Nice. I just saw Michael the other day.
Yeah.
But if that documentary, I feel like the heckler now is the media kind of.
Well, what we did when we did that was I was just working on my first hour.
Right.
When I did that, I was in clubs, and I would get heckles. Not so much crazy heckles. I was getting heckled, but it was more like drunken, emboldened people, and they were hilarious. And my comebacks were pretty damn good too. And we started documenting it, which was filming me to get my bits down.
Yeah.
And it ended up becoming, I'm like, dude, this is something here. And he agreed. And that's what Heckler started, how the heckler was a live action person, right? So it was somebody in the audience, no matter what the event, hey, you suck.
Right.
Then, that was around 05, 06 when it happened, and there was blogs or the rage.
Right.
And that's when people, not the New York Times or LA Times were reviewing your movie. That's when, this is a wafflemovie.com. This is a real site. How many waffles, 0 out of 5 waffles does your movie get?
Yeah.
And I was getting, not a lot of waffles.
Yeah, 2 waffles.
I got a waffle and a half.
Damn.
And I'm like, you go Waffle House.
Yeah.
I got to have 2, right? So I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And then that shit started springing up. And like, eggplant.com, 3 eggplants. And so everybody started having this voice. And I realized heckling wasn't just the people. It was now bloggers. Now it's the media.
Yeah.
But it's gotten even crazier, bro, which is you're right. I'm not going to suck my own D, but the movie was a little early ahead of its time. But now there's something what I call cannibalism, where, artists are straight up heckling each other. Only like comics are, heckling each other, or, music people are fucking having Twitter wars. That's crazy to me.
Really?
100%.
Well, what's crazy to you about it?
Okay, good. Because this business is insanely difficult. It's so fucking hard. And the fact that you're in this business means that you're not exactly well adjusted. So it's painful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't come here for, because my life is happy.
Right.
You know
You didn't stay here because you might have come here with your dream, but it does start to change.
Yeah.
And it's hurtful. It's hurtful here.
And but it's beautiful. Those 10, 15 minutes I have on stage, or that 20 seconds saying my line before they say cut. That's that's where I'm happiest. I love it. People's reaction, I love it. But we're in a fraternity, a brotherhood, and I feel like people, when I don't fuck with anybody because I know how hard this journey is. That's my opinion, and I grew up where my heroes were like 50s, 60s. I understood what Hollywood. You got to read Marlon Brando's book, and he would say that there would be a premiere of Man's Chinese, and it would go from Man's Chinese down past the Gower. You know how long that is? That line, that's like a mile for a premiere. And Hollywood was beyond special. And to get in was insanely difficult. You had to be past the gates. Now what's beautiful is all the tools to do it yourself, you can get in. But it's no barrier to entry, and there's issues there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple different topics in there. I mean, for one, it's like anybody can get in here now, for sure. And I think you almost have to create your own way in these days because
100%.
I don't think it's as prevalent. It's there's so much nepotism now. The business has been going on a couple more generations, or another generation. It's like, it's really hard to get into this business unless
it's easier now.
Right. But unless you create, it's hard to get into this old business. But if you create your own way, then it's easier. And then it's your own business. I think it used to be the big three networks and Fox, or trying to get into a movie. But now all of that business is so it's so cutthroat and jaded over there. If you just try and wait on these casting directors or to meet a producer at a coffee shop, that shit's not happening anymore. So you have to create your own shit so that they come to you now.
Yeah, 100%. But wait, you were surprised that I said I don't heckle other artists. Why are you surprised at that?
I wasn't surprised at that. What I'm saying is that the media is the heckler now. That was my thought. Like now the heckler used to be that man sitting in the front row. I can deal with that now. Now the heckler is the comedy's kind of divided, and I feel like there's real comedians and then there's also like joke writers who are on stage. And and I feel like the industry caters a lot more towards writers.
Wow.
When it's like, what do you mean? I could listen to that off stage.
People are gonna hate that you said that, but boy,
I could listen to that off stage. What makes this person interesting? Just that they got up there and they're just writing and then reading it on stage.
Wow.
Is that it's not? I'm not saying it's not entertainment.
Damn.
But I would watch a guy like Sebastian Maniscalco till my ball skin falls off my balls.
100%. He's an entertainer.
Because he's an entertainer. Chris D'Elia, I'd watch him.
Entertainer.
Yeah, you go write down Maniscalco stuff or D'Elia stuff on paper. It's whatever, maybe. But you watch them do it, and it's electricity.
Totally agree. Entertainers. That is an amazing note.
And I think they don't have them anymore. It's like half these people, it's just like, is this entertainment? Even if it's not even great, I'd rather it be like Mike Epps, like one of his specials that came out 2 years ago, got a bunch of bad reviews and stuff, but I thought at least it was entertaining.
Yeah.
He's not a writer. Mike Epps is a performer.
Bro, I'm the same way. I feel like I'm a performer.
Yeah, you're a performer.
And I sometimes will go out there and go, blah, and people be like, oh, he's big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like...
Yeah, he's got energy.
But it's like... But there's times when I'll be low energy, but it is like... I agree. My performing is much stronger than my writing. But dude, you're saying some fucking gold. Now, people are probably going to hate that. But I so agree with you. And you know what that has to do with? Charisma.
Yeah.
Charisma.
Yeah, why don't say
charisma is what you're saying.
Well, then why doesn't the industry go after charisma anymore? It's like you could sit in the Comedy Store for one night and see so much fucking charisma. It's just like, what? How everybody in this place isn't.
Well, there's a lot of
right. There's a lot of successful people in there. It's a good point. But yeah, it just seems sometimes like we've gotten away from entertainment and they've just tried to.
Here's what I want to say on that point. And we're talking about what I said I don't talk about, so I'm a hypocrite. But
yeah, no, look, we're all hypocrites, man. We're just trying our best.
But what I do say is that fuck me, I lost my point again. Is that I do feel this when you put yourself. There's something that happens sometimes in comedy, not all the time, in maybe entertainment, where people are being cool, and cool is the death of entertainment.
Yeah.
The coolest people I know are fucking real.
Yeah.
And they're not cool. You know what I'm saying? So I feel sometimes what you're saying is like when I go on stage, I can bomb. Shit, I had some tough sets last week. But I try to be vulnerable.
Right.
And I feel that sometimes people don't want to do that because they don't want to seem like, ooh, I can, go fail. But
Right. It's more people just saying that they're vulnerable than it is actually being vulnerable.
yeah, no, like straight up vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I do agree with that. And that's what I think Hollywood sometimes looks at vulnerability as weak.
Yeah.
Like my dad used to say, just because I'm nice doesn't mean, I'm weak,
Right. Yeah, just because I'm nice doesn't mean that I'm weak.
Yeah. So it's like, I do feel like the town feels like, oh, there's snark, man. The town
It's
got
a snark town. The town got real snarky. And that's why I think I think there's going to be a new Hollywood. This is a perception of mine. I think in the next 10, 12 years, you're going to have a brand new Hollywood that's going to form, maybe 15, 20 years, or a separate Hollywood that's going to perform. And I think it's going to be based out of Nashville. And I strongly believe that there's a ton of artists there. There's a lot of money there, tons of people moving there. And it's a place where it's not as infected. I mean, I think a lot of Hollywood, there's just so many writers now. It's like the sons of writers and grandsons of writers. It's just all the same people. Mm-hmm. It's like they've never even lived anywhere outside of.
You think nepotism is that bad?
I think it is.
Well, you can't. If you're not good, Theo, they're not going to last.
For acting and stuff, you can though. I think you can get away in that industry a little bit more. I think you can, yeah. These days, they don't even let you really do that much on screen these days. It's like it's all like this cut to that cut. It just seems like a lot more.
What are you talking about?
That's what I feel like. I feel like
you mean an explosion?
No, it's like.
What are you talking about?
I feel like a lot of times on screen they don't let it breathe.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you're saying get to the shit.
And that's how. Yes, now it's more get to the shit where you used to be able to kind of. You fell in love with the character more a little bit because you got to see a little bit of them.
Well, dude, you're talking about like Chinatown. You're talking about, Cuckoo's Nest. That shit, that's on Netflix. I mean, what movies have you seen where you're like, this is an adult thriller movie?
Yeah.
When have you seen that?
There's not that many. Dunkirk is the only good movie I've seen in about 3 years. And it was good. And
well, you don't like. There's other types of movies. You don't like any superhero movies.
I saw Ant-Man. Have you seen that about that man that's an ant? Mm-mm. It's like about Paul Reiser, and he gets
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd, and he gets in some issues with house cleaning products or something, and ends up being I don't know. He ends up getting infected with antism. Yeah, and he's an ant.
He had an ant,
but he's powerful because they're 100,000 times their own strength. Mm-hmm. Which also, who fucking knows how strong that is? Like they're fucking ants, dude. They lose every battle I've ever seen. Fucking ants lose it.
I know. So what the fuck? You right?
I don't know. They're always like they're 100,000 times their own strength. Well, who gives a fuck, dude?
Yeah,
I'll fuck 1,000 of them up right now.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
They got good PR, but they have bad. There's no talent there. Great PR.
Speaking of PR,
yeah,
I feel like STDs have got a new publicist.
Really?
Damn, you drive down Santa Monica Boulevard, Melrose. You see that ad for syphilis?
Oh yeah.
And it's all these. Get it checked. I don't want to see that shit. I just came out of egg slut. I'm already having a slutty egg. Syphilis. They got sores. 7 a.m. I'm got a coffee, egg slut, syphilis child. No, damn, gonorrhea.net. You see this shit? They're fucking blowing up. I mean,
they're back, baby.
Bro, they're fifth lead in a fucking Marvel movie.
Dude, gonorrhea. The new one is gonorrhea.
Oh, they hybrid this shit? Yeah. Dude.
Gonorrhea, bro.
Bro, I mean.
It burns when you piss, but
Herps is getting in on the game.
Oh, Herps is the big old.
I'm waiting for crabs, but don't, for real.
Yeah.
What is it? Why are they promoting this shit hard?
I don't know, man.
Woo.
I think they don't want people having it. I saw a HIV truck the other day, and I guess it looked like a food truck, but it was also like curing HIV. I'm like, dang, they're doing everything now.
A food
Yeah, okay. It was like HIVaway or something.com, HIVaway.com.
Okay.
Like, I don't think that's going to cure it, that basic suggestion.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, I'm going to give Jamie a gift from us today, and this is the Ridge wallet, brother.
Oh, dude.
So you got that hitter now. That's that front pocket carry. A lot of people have been carrying their wallet in their back pocket, and those people are slowly becoming extinct.
Oh, okay. It's got a little metal around it.
Oh, that's a couple of accoutrements you can use to tap into that sucker, bro.
Wait, what's this do?
Oh, that does whatever you want it to do, dude. Give that to your cousin. But look at the wallet, though. That's that real hitter.
Okay, but where's the money go? Oh,
dude, you can ply, with that, you can ply Tootsie Rolls out of your cousin's fucking grill, bro.
I can also use this as just like, just a quick stick.
Oh, definitely.
When I'm in New Orleans.
Or you can stick them up, and there's that money clip. You put the cash in the side, you put your cards in there, and you carry it in the front of your pocket, and you got that little hitter.
Okay, I got you.
So you could change the fabric of somebody's life. You could remodel somebody's whole aortas.
I thought that was a different hitter, but okay, but I still.
Oh, you could do that?
Okay, yeah. Well, you could chop it up.
Yeah, you could do
You get a tool for everybody. You guys watching or are we just listening? For everybody,
No, we're watching and listening.
This is like government issue steel.
That's steel, bro. That'll stop a bullet, dude.
Titanic, right? So you put that there, but then you got this where you can also change your glasses.
Yeah, you do whatever you want.
Chop up stuff, anything, vegetables, anything you want.
Dude, you could do remodel a small auto. You could do whatever you want. And that special alloy metal from space, that's space metal.
Wow.
So other people that own these, Buzz Aldrin.
I'm taking it.
Yeah, Space Jam. Anybody that was in Space Jam. Okay. So you got one that's from Ridge Wallet, ridgewallet.com/Theo. Get 10% off that beautiful hitter. And look, it took me 5 days to love mine, and I love mine now. Use it every day.
I think I'm loving mine after an hour.
You're going to love it, dude.
Yeah.
Get rid of that rear carry and get that front pocket carry.
Yeah.
Thank you. And it still smelled like food. I'm like, I'm giving blood in this thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It smells like fucking chicken sausage back here. And I'm supposed to fucking be shedding pints back here or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's
chicken apple. Chicken
just
apple
seedy.
sauce.
Yeah, they shouldn't let some vehicles go from one thing to another thing. Mm-hmm. You know, the government should have better hold on that.
Yeah. Damn. That's interesting.
So, but yeah, man, it's getting wild out there. And if I could go back in time, dude, I'll be straight up. I know I have some people from my hometown that listen to this cast, and dude, they had a couple of teachers, man. They had one named Miss Barnes, and she was ice cold, boy. But I'd try to warm her heart the long way, you know? Mm-hmm. And then they had a couple of other teachers, I think. One of them, Miss Bresterson, I think her name was, dude.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop lying. Stop lying. You made that up.
Dude.
You made that up.
It's like Usain Bolt.
Oh, yeah.
I know, right?
Name's just appropriate.
Yeah. I don't know if that's an onomatopoeia or not, but Miss Bresterson was... Dude, I never saw her head or her stomach or legs.
All you saw?
All I ever saw was her breast, bro.
And there was a nice line?
I don't remember. It was just this big, huge chunk of warmth that would just be in front of your face, dude.
Great way to describe it.
It was just, and I think she...
Get in there.
Oh.
Nest.
Get in there. You just want to blouse up, you know. It was... I mean, I think she was in a blouse or a fucking tourniquet. I don't even know what she was in, dude.
Tourniquet, that would be, she'd be on the other truck or the food.
Oh, she would have been, yeah, not a tourniquet then, man. And it just looked like one big, wide tit, you know, and it just was.
Oh, she one-titted it.
I don't know if she did or not, but when I would get close to her, there was so much heat coming out of it that I couldn't even barely fucking see, and my eyes would fog up. And I would think I had glasses on, but I didn't even have glasses on, dude. My fucking eyes would fog up.
She lensed you?
Bro, that's how bad her titties were, man.
She had lenses without lenses. Wow. Your retinas would fog up.
Dude, yeah, my retinas would fog up.
What grade? Are we in the fourth or fifth?
I don't remember. I don't even remember learning after that.
You single or double digits?
Oh, I was no, I was double digits, bro.
Okay.
Because I remember all the blood would run in my body, like my lower extremities, and I would faint, dude. Because I had this thing when I was young. That my blood would go not only to my wiener, but it would also go to the rest of my extremities, my legs, my lower body.
Yeah.
And so I had to wear these compression pants. You ever seen those people wearing them fly?
I see them at the infomercial.
Yeah, I had to wear those in middle school because my blood would fill up all in my legs whenever I would get sexually aroused, and I would fucking pass out. So they could always. The worst part was, people could tell when I was sexually aroused.
Because you'd be on the floor.
Oh, I'd just be like, oh, fuck, dude. He was erect, and it was just me and my buddies playing hoops or something. I'd be like, damn, bro.
Yeah, wow. That means you got to be working with something. You got to have a Duraflame. I mean, you got to.
I got some width, but it's real. The height is questionable.
No, but they call you tuna can. You know what I mean? There's a lot. it doesn't hit the back, but the sides get taken care of.
Oh, the sides,
You know what I mean? Tear up the walls.
Yeah, right.
But so that means you were filling up. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I couldn't even breathe. Yeah, and I just remember my eyes would just kind of go empty, and then I would go down.
But how's your cap game? You know what I mean? You got a good cap on there?
Oh, nuh-uh.
Oh,
Small penis head,
really?
big body.
Oh, okay. So it's like one of those trucks that the caboose gets wider when they add extra wheels
Oh,
on it.
yeah. What is that?
And those pickup trucks, and they double wide.
Yeah.
or triple
Just
wide.
at the back, it's
So-
got big hips on
Yeah,
it.
so you're kind of like a stealth bomber.
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
My dick's got big hips on it.
Yeah.
That's basically what we're doing.
Yo, this thing is going all over the place.
Dude, the word we are. We're just who we are today.
That's what I like that.
Yeah, man. So
Ask whatever you want.
So your aim is to shoot it. You want to shoot another special soon?
Yeah, I did my first special, and it was on Comedy Central, and then my second one was on Showtime. And I have to say, I've never had anything, I think, air more than anything. Showtime put it on Showtime, then Showtime 2, then Showtime 3, then Showtime 3A, then Showtime Spanish, and Showtime Redbox. I mean, it was on like 17 Showtimes.
It must have felt good, huh?
It was awesome, and I can't thank them enough. And it was like for 2 years straight. But I mean, my ticket sales went up like 8% or something.
Yeah.
Like I felt like wow,
Like it didn't help as much.
No, and now it's on the Spanish network, and it's on a lot. And I appreciate that Nuvo, and so I don't know who watches what. So now I feel like I get more hits off of podcasts, and people will quote stuff I did on a podcast.
Yeah.
And so now I just want to do one to just do it because I have all this new stuff. And, I don't even, I just want to make it and just get it on the platform.
Yeah.
And they don't have to make it because, I think my audience will find it.
Yeah.
It's just another avenue. You used to have one job, two jobs, I don't know. Now you do 15 jobs. Everybody's Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah,
Right?
It's pretty wild. Do you think it's because that the networks and that the production companies don't do what they used to do? Or do you think, because it does seem like a transition of responsibility a little bit, or is there just so many people in the game now?
It's so much coming at us every second. Like if you do, I do this podcast at 2:00. If I don't do another one at 4, I'm out of the business.
Yeah.
I'm irrelevant. I mean, it's like it used to be like this. Like you do things and you go to the next level. You do stand-up comedy, you blow up in that. Then you do TV, you blow up in that. And then you do movies and you blow up in that. And then you kind of stay there.
Mm-hmm.
And now you do everything because everything feeds everything. And there's so much content that you can have different avenues that are very successful.
Yeah.
And I just think that also there's just so much stuff that you have to just be out there.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? I mean,
Yeah, it's weird. You got to stay. Yeah, it's like you have to stay out there to advertise, and
it's not so much doing it as much as just being relevant. Like
Yeah.
I want to say you got to be good, which you do, but I almost feel like being out there is the new talent in a way. Does that sound
Yeah,
right?
it definitely seems interesting. I never thought about it like that.
Think about it though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's like you want to be out there, but if you're,
like, because some people that I love, I haven't seen in a while, and it's like, is the town forgetting about them?
yeah,
But it's like you see some of these guys that are doing everything. I mean,
Yeah.
The Rock is arguably the biggest movie star in the world. You agree with that? He just got $21 million, which is the toppest I've ever heard of, up front, and then $1 million to promote the movie on his social media. That's $22 million.
jeez,
That's the biggest I've ever heard. And he has a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That he actively works on.
yeah,
That's incredible. That he doesn't have to do that. He knows that he's just going to hit every corner. I mean, that is incredible.
he's gonna do it all.
And I would believe, is the master.
Do you? Well, I mean, it's so hard for also anyone, especially I feel like more and more these days, to stay. You can't really stay at the height of comedy like you used to be able to. It doesn't seem like, and I almost think in a strange way that like Dane Cook was the last guy I feel like that, because he really hit whatever people want to say about Dane, and I think he's okay. He's kind of, he's never really engaged with me much. He always just seems like he does his own thing. But he hit like Steve Martin levels of popularity.
Oh, yeah.
And then you
Dane's
can't
an icon.
Right. And
Icon.
He was an icon. And you can't stay there, really. There's no, like, very few comedians have stayed at a level that's, I mean, maybe Chappelle, Chris Rock.
They're still there.
Yeah. Like, but there's so few. There's so few. I mean, Bill Burr is like, he's not a celebrity because I think he chooses not to be. I think he likes being, he's the best comedian, I think, to me.
I agree.
But there's only, it's hard to, it's almost an impossible level to maintain, you know?
I think you hit, I've never hit those heights. You know, I've done well, but it's like you hit those heights. I think it is. It's like, yeah, man, it is hard to stay there. And I
do you think that you have something to do with that? Because you've had some good heights in your career, you know, like, you've been a movie star. Do you feel like,
that I've taken people down off their heights? What did you say?
No, that you, but do you feel like when you're at that level, is there something tangible that you feel like, okay, I can maintain this, or do you still feel like things are kind of up in the air?
It's moves, man. It's really moves. It's like, it's chess, right? You like, get a part, and then you get another part and another part, and one part feeds another part. And it's literally like, ooh, what about this guy? I just saw him in this, see him in this, see him in this, right? So it's like momentum, inertia. And then you start moving up, and then you get a leading part. And then if that works, then you get another leading part.
Was that scary when you started to get those? Was that scary?
No, man. I always wanted that. That was exciting.
Yeah.
And it's basically like, you feel, I'll tell you this, you feel that it will last forever.
Yeah.
You definitely feel like, I felt like that.
Yeah.
Because stuff was coming so easy to me. And it doesn't mean I don't work hard. It doesn't mean I did a lot of stuff. But once I was on that grind, I'm doing every talk show. I'm taking every studio pitch meeting. I'm getting, I'm selling every script. And it was like that. But then once, something doesn't work, or it's like, if something doesn't work critically, but it works commercially, you're good. Reluctantly good, I would say. Like, all right, we got to deal with them because we can't turn down money. It is against Hollywood's, DNA to turn down money.
Right.
You know that.
And it's business.
Yes. But if something critically doesn't work box office, but it's a critic darling, you're also good. So if something doesn't work critically and doesn't work commercially. And then, that turnover rate, because you think about it, people got to make the lights. They got to keep the lights on. So it's like, boom, you're not working. Let's go to next. Let's go to next. And then if someone else, because there's always somebody right there in that dugout. Right? And bam, if they step in,
and they get a hit,
boom, it's on. And then you kind of, you go down the farm leagues.
Yeah.
Shit. I've been in the Ecuador leagues. I've been doing time in Turkey. But, I'm coming back. You know what I mean? I'm in double A ball right now. I'm triple A. I'm playing for the Tampa Bay, Grizzlies, one of those leagues.
Did you get
the Crawl Daddies?
Oh, yeah. I think Louisiana. Yeah, Louisiana. Well, what do we have? We have New Orleans has the Baby Cakes.
Baby Cakes. I'm like that team.
Yeah. And they're a good team. They have some good fan support. They got Wednesday night. They got those Free Franks.
Free Frank night.
Free Frank night. Do you what about ego and stuff when you're at that level? Do you notice your ego changes? I think ego is such this strange thing. It's out of our control sometimes almost. Did you notice yourself get an ego, or do you always feel kind of the same, or did you what was that? Some of that not in a bad way and not judging you. I think
whatever you want. Ask, go ahead, ask what you want, and I'm gonna answer it. What was my ego like?
Yeah.
No, I'm not, dude. I love you, man. I think the first thing that came to my mind when you said that was, I was right. Because you struggle, and you try to come up, and you're coming up, and you're like, yeah, I am on the right path. Yeah. I'm supposed to do this.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, this is working. I will tell you this. I guess, my ego is large. I've eaten so much humble pie. I was talking to Bobby Lee about this, and now I'm like, I still got an ego, but I really can. I've been checked.
Yeah.
I've been chin checked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's really good for me because now I feel like, boom, I'm not, I want to say this, people take it the wrong way, but I hit my bottom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's nothing you can do to grow. I've seen so much and seen so little.
Yeah.
And so, I think, my ego is large. I will tell you this. I don't think my ego is large. I mean, I guess, my ego is large. I will tell you this. I don't think my ego is large. I mean, I guess, my ego is large. I will tell you this. I don't think my ego is large. I mean, I guess, my ego is large. I will tell you this. I don't think my ego is large. I mean, I guess, my ego is large. I will tell you this. I don't think my ego is large. I mean, I guess, my ego is large. I will tell you this. I don't think my ego is large. I mean, I guess, my ego is large. I will tell you this. I don't think my ego is large. I mean, I guess, my ego is large. I will tell you this. I don't think my ego is large. I mean, I guess, my ego is large. I will tell you this. I don't think my ego is large. I mean, I guess, my ego is large. I will tell you this. I don't think my ego is large. I mean, I guess, my ego is large. I will tell you this. I don't think my ego is large. I mean, I guess, my The only thing I can think of, what you're saying there is patience at times, because you're doing so much. You're doing a movie, you're doing a TV show, you're playing, 3,000 people at a college, and you're like, yo, I gotta go, and you're, flying on a private jet, and you're like, so it's like you're doing stuff.
Yeah, and you're seeing it around you.
And you're just like, let's go. So sometimes you can be hurt, you can be short, and people get butt hurt, but I've always made sure, hey, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I think I've maintained simple thing, but definitely your ego. Hollywood doesn't make you more; it just exposes who you are. And generally, I'm a good guy, but I definitely have crazy moments. I'm definitely living, and I do think though that you have creativity. Though I don't care. This is what annoys me: where people get the role is difficult, and I think there's times I've had some creative fights with people, and other times it's gone swimmingly. But it's creative, man.
Yeah.
And this is the sandbox. And that's what I don't like about our business now. People ratting out what's going on set. Oh, this person did this person did that. There's a difference between somebody being really difficult for unnecessary reasons and people that are trying to create something great.
Yeah.
And when that happens, you know what I mean? Because we're not there to make friends. We're there to make something great. And then if we happen to become friends after it, God bless it. That's what I feel, and there's people like that. But some people get difficult. But then there's other people that are difficult that are super successful. They don't get difficult because they're successful.
Yeah, like Picasso or Van Gogh. Van Gogh was
100%.
difficult as fuck. Dude cut off his own fucking ear.
Yeah.
But he also did great work.
Picasso fucked a 20-year-old, had a baby, was 91.
Yeah.
I mean, see, this is a deeper conversation. I don't want to go off the rails down the rabbit hole.
No.
But it's like people want... Everybody has a choice. No, you don't. Everybody's special. No, you're not.
Yeah.
Okay? People want everybody to be all clean and normal and everybody well behaved. No, Kurt Cobain fucking blew his brains out when he's 24. But guess what? You got bleach.
Yeah.
You got in utero. Okay? Sid Vicious fucking gave you the Sex Pistols. He wasn't great at taxes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Amy Winehouse, she died at 27. Yeah, but you got rehab. You got this, like, so everybody wants everything to be perfect. And to me, amazing artists, if they're a well put together person too, God bless it. The ones I know, most of them I've loved, aren't.
Yeah, it's not the way it happens.
And that's who they are. But guess what? You get a fucking painting.
Yeah. You get Just the 10 of Us. Remember that show?
Yeah.
That was a good one. Remember that TV show? Who was that? Dude had 10 daughters, bro. But I don't just saying, yeah, you get William Wallace. Like, sure, Mel Gibson he might have some fucking racial issues, right? Or some, judicial issues, not religious issues.
Yeah,
but you get fucking William Wallace.
Yeah.
But he's good on horseback, you know what I'm saying?
Great on horseback.
But, he...
it's like, I'm not justifying it, but am I? I don't know. You tell me.
No, look, here's what you want.
If people punch me in the face, but they're amazing at it, amazing comedian or a singer, go for it. Like Joan Rivers said she didn't like Rodney Dangerfield. I read something, but she would never miss his set. And that's how I am, man. Somebody can hate me, call me names, spit my eyeball. If they're great at what they do, I'll still be there.
Yeah.
Because, right? Am I wrong? I separate that shit.
Dude, I feel like you've always been one of the nicer people that I've ever met, man.
Thank you, buddy.
For sure. Everybody says that, I feel like.
Really?
Yeah, and you're so funny.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, I just love seeing you, like, just from my little perspective, just dig into it. Like, I'm like, damn, this dude's coming back or not coming back, but he's, he's
wrong.
fighting back.
But you're not wrong. And I feel like a lot of people think I don't know if they do. Like, do people think I'm an actor doing comedy? Because I am an actor. But I got famous as an actor.
And you were young.
But I did start as a comedian.
Yeah.
Chris Spencer did something. He said something to me so funny a couple months ago. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, it happened quick for you. He's like, I think you did 8 sets. Which is true. But I was doing a lot of open mic.
Right.
And then, like, my club back then was, I would do the store, but only, like, in the potluck.
Yeah.
And hang out there in the back, with that one trainee and all that. You're always trying to get on. But the improv would have showcase nights, and the factory was... And I'm telling you, once I waited in line like 12 times in the factory, and then Jamie Masad was like, "Badi na Mario in." And my first showcase, like, I did get a commercial agent.
Wow!
So I was lucky. And then the improv, my third like showcase, I did like get an agent. So getting on these little showcases
that helped.
Yeah. So I didn't really work up. And then once I got
So you had a fast rise. I mean, you did.
But no, I was on open mics for a long time. Not
Right.
in the clubs. I didn't really get in. But then once I started getting successful, then I was able to do that more. But then I went right to colleges.
Yeah.
So I literally started with like 30 minutes in colleges, and I had to work on that. And then like guys like Saget would let me open for him, and Craig Shoemaker, and Rick Overton, and they taught me a lot because
Yeah.
those are OGs. But I did start as a comic, and then I just got successful. But now I feel like, there's like, this guy's doing that. It used to be, you're an actor doing comedy, but now everybody's trying it,
Yeah.
which is good, man. You express yourself.
Yeah, everybody's trying. I mean, I think the ones that stick with it are the ones that are, can do it, stay in it.
Yeah,
I find. And just like anything.
I go on the road, and like thanks to Bobby Lee and saying you gotta like just do town, and town is hotter than it's ever been that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
I think for 3 years. I mean, the clubs are booming, and every star you see doing 10 minutes. And I feel that it's good for me, and it just makes me better on the road. But I just realized this weekend I was doing killer shows, sold out.
Wow.
In Tacoma, which was bomb.
It's awesome up there.
It's amazing.
Did you go to Spokane as well?
Oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. They're best run clubs, man, and
They really are. They do a great job up there.
They keep that drawer, those things, the Pac-Man machine, little now and laters, those big tootsies, and but as much as I was having great time there, I still was like, I got to get back to town.
Yeah.
Because
I got to work.
I got to be
In the mix.
Right? And that's what I learned.
Dude, Harry Basil, he opened up for Rodney Dangerfield for a long time. And he told me one time, he goes, look, man, he said, the road will always be there. He goes, get out there and make your rent where you got to, make your little money here and there. He goes, but if you want to be in it, you got to be in it.
Yeah.
And I think there's still some truth to that. It's like, you have a set, you just don't know who's going to be in there sometimes.
I know.
You just don't know. I mean, I walked in the Comedy Store one night and Jim Carrey was sitting there watching the comedians who were going up, and that's how he cast the show Dying Up Here, you know? And I performed, and I was nervous as fuck, dude. And it wasn't for them, and that's, and that was that. And I felt dejected.
Wait, did you know he was there?
Yeah.
So it was a special night?
Yeah, I pull up, and the parking lot guy's like, Jim's here.
Was it packed?
And I'm like, Jim who? And he's like, Jim Carrey. And I'm like, well, fucking say Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I know. Are you tight with Jim?
Dude, we've never seen him here before.
I hate that when people do that. Yeah. It's like, somebody did that to me the other day. Well, she's like, Rhonda. And I'm like, who's Rhonda? It's like, my niece. I'm like, I don't know fucking Rhonda. Fucking okay. So
somebody's like, Jesus. And I'm like, Jesus Christ? Like, yeah.
No, the valet.
Yeah.
So wait.
But yeah, it's like you don't know. So you want to be in town. I get nervous all the time when I have to leave town. I'm like, fuck, what if I miss that set that's, I guess maybe you do think somebody could still see you on stage and things could change for you.
Dude, fucking, for me, shit. I mean, Quentin Tarantino's at the store.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
That's
got
true.
one of the greatest movies he's about to make, so I agree with you, but it's also becoming so much like, improv going up late,
Yeah.
you get to work, get to do more than, you're 15, maybe do 30,
Yeah.
the lab or, the OR.
Yeah.
It's just, it feels like comedy where it is, where it's like, I love going up 12:31,
Yeah.
and just working it, jazzing it.
Yeah, you can have a little more free time. Mm-hmm. Man, well, I love seeing you at the clubs, man, and I appreciate you're always supportive and say nice things, man, and I just really appreciate that.
Well, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah. I think people appreciate that about you, man.
It's a beautiful time, and I just want to do, I want to respect the art, and just it's awesome. I mean, for people out there watching and listening, it's like, I don't know, I probably equate it to Seattle '92.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think you're going to say Cialis, bro.
Cialis
when you start off on that word,
right,
dude.
right.
Early Cialis was very fucking...
Yeah.
God, I'm glad they remixed it.
Yeah, right? It was too strong?
It was strong, yeah. But is that where you were, Seattle '92?
No, I'm saying all the bands.
For the grunge bands.
Grunge, man.
Yeah.
You walk here, Alice in Chains was here, Nirvana was here, Eddie Vedder's over there. Shit, even Silverchair, I think, did a bit. I know they're Australian,
Yeah, but they stopped by.
Yeah, right. They had that song, Anna.
Who else? Alien Ant Farm?
Alien Ant Farm.
Bunch of
But you would go to local coffee shop, you never know.
Paul Reiser.
Paul Reiser was there, right? So I'm lucky to, I do. That's one thing where
Did you get?
I get grateful. Just to go on these stages.
You
now.
seem grateful. Were you
super grateful?
But was there a period where you weren't? Was there a period where you got in the dumps or anything?
No, I was just like, fuck yeah, of course I'm gonna be on this stage. You're lucky to have me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's like if you're in a movie or in a TV show, it's like, yeah, I'll come down, and it's like, whoa, and then somebody kick you in the dick, and then you're doing, a half an hour in a bowling alley in Toledo, which I'd done.
Yeah.
And people get pissed off and fucking throw a chair or somebody in the audience, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute, I gotta readjust. I'm not exactly where I thought I was. So then you see, you go back and you're like, oh, I'm so happy to be
where I am.
Yeah, because
in here.
Yeah, I'm not. Everything has time, where clubs are hot and they're cold, and artists are hot and cold. I mean, because all clubs get hot and cold, right?
Oh yeah.
And now it's just everything is gelling, and podcast is so hot, Netflix is so hot, streaming is so hot, more comedians are great, and it's possible. I'm just lucky to be
in the stream.
Yeah, man, that's what it is now. And there's a great I don't want to go too down the rabbit hole, but there's a great talk. You know what the sharing economy is, right? Mm-mm. So the sharing economy is where it's basically what's going on right now. It's Uber, it's Airbnb.
Okay.
It's like owning is
out.
Yeah. No, millennials are going to disrupt credit cards. They're disrupting Captain Crunch. Mm-hmm. You read all the stuff that millennials, they're disrupting.
Yeah, he's a first mate now, I heard.
Yeah, he is. String cheese. They're not eating string cheese, and they're fucking it up, right? Mm-hmm. Because they don't want to have any debt. They want to be cash, boom, Postmates, blah, 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 Venmo. So you share. So there's this video. Damn, I wish I could find it. I'll tell it to you. But it talks about two generations. And the old generation was get what you could. Mm-hmm. Right? And kind of I don't want to say step on your fellow man, but
get yours.
Limited resources.
Get this hat. Get 4 hats.
Yeah,
get 9 hats. You got 1 head. You need 9 hats.
Yeah, and it's out of that recession era, right? Mm-hmm. And then my generation is gets that, but is also half. I got my first computer 23, and I'm 47, so it's half my life.
Right.
So now half of me is understands the tech, and so I'm get that, but also share. The old generation, the new generation is all a little bit here, a little bit there. So if you notice, the sense of community to me is bigger than it's ever been in terms of things I see. I see more artists collaborating in music, right? I see comedians.
Teamwork.
Yes, and you look at the Avengers. Every one of those people are movie stars in their own right, but the 12 people are starring in a movie together.
Yeah, and
that model of Marvel is a model for, I think, art in Hollywood. Is that
right?
Is that?
Yeah, it's look, let's put our minds together instead of just ride one.
Yeah, and it's beautiful, and I'm in the middle now, but I'm really going to this generation of yo, man, jump on.
Yeah,
it's not the Jamie Kennedy train,
right?
It's the
it's the Polar Express.
Yeah,
and we're all fucking chili bears.
Hang on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
a little go to this cart.
Yeah.
Yo, you got to cut out that one part.
Dude, we're not cutting out anything. I thought this was a fun conversation. Did you?
I'm not sure which part he was talking about, but I thought it's all fair game.
Yeah, I thought everything was chill. What time are we at, Nick?
We are at 3:30 exactly.
Oh, okay.
Damn,
take some Instagram questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a couple Instagram questions, man.
So you mentioned earlier Eddie Murphy was one of your heroes.
Yeah.
Someone asked about working in Bowfinger with him and Steve Martin. What was that like? Who was funniest out of the two of them?
Oh, come on. Who's the funniest?
Well, how about this? Who was funniest on set? That's a total different thing.
That's from Infinitely Interesting.
Okay, Ed. So, first of all, you're talking about icon and icon. I mean,
right.
He's talking about, the heights. I mean, this is Steve Martin is the first arena comedian. Eddie was the second.
Yeah.
Dice was the third. And Dane was the fifth.
Yeah.
So it's incredible. Here's what's great about it. They're both do what they do in front of the camera amazingly well and hilarious, and off camera, chill. And I totally get it. I got it then, but I really get it now.
Who had more? Do you think they had more who you think got more hot chicks, you think, out of those two?
I think, I mean, Steve Martin said this great quote to me once, and you know, he said that at the height of his fame, he was a rock star without the girls. Because I think he was so big, what he meant by that, and so many people were throwing themselves at him, and women, and he just would go to his hotel room because it was mania.
I couldn't even get an erection up if you know somebody's banging on the door while you're trying to, I could, you know what I'm saying? That would be my worst nightmare.
I think that
people chasing me to fuck.
Yeah, I think that both did well, but I think that I didn't really ask Eddie, but I didn't really ask Steve either, but he told me that. And I just remember that was amazing. He was so huge that he had to be isolated.
Yeah.
Wow. Which is incredible. Which is what I'm talking about, how it's changed.
Yes.
He couldn't walk down Sunset.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's because less avenues, one thing gets it, bah! It's like we're all going for oil. You strike, but now
you got to have dinosaur bones. You got to have time. You got to have soil.
Yeah.
You got to have piping, and then you get oil.
Solar, but wait.
Yeah, you got to have all of that.
But you hit one, it's a big spout, but now I feel like people are hitting, and there's some good sized spouts, but there's littler spouts. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, you're just xylophoning.
Pipeline is being...
It's dispersed.
Yeah, dispersed. Paul Reiser.
Yeah, dispersed by Paul Reiser. It sounds like a poem he would write, doesn't it? Wasn't he in My Two Dads?
My Two Dads, yeah.
And that was good, dude.
That was the 80s.
One of the greatest, and also one of the only, that would be like a Me Too like warning video now.
Yeah.
Two men living with a girl, and one of them's allegedly related to her or something. Or,
yeah. She always had the young boyfriends over.
Yeah, that was a tricky deal. Let's take another one, Nick. What do we got?
All right. At JHustle37, he wants to know some basketball takes on you. Who's the GOAT? Kobe, MJ, or LeBron?
Again, I mean,
yeah, dude. Didn't you play in like a celebrity all-star game?
How you know?
Because I remember watching that on television.
Nah.
Dude. Yeah.
I was not bad from the three. I had a couple of garbage points.
Who was the MVP of that game? Do you remember?
I was before Hart. Hart was getting a lot. He racked up like 4.
Yeah, but people were holding him up by the hoop. Wasn't Shaq holding him up?
Yeah, he got help. And then I think Bieber got one. I think this was around 07. I want maybe Mark Blucas. Mark Blucas, look him up. He's a legit baller. He's an actor, but he's on Wake Forest. Who is the better? I mean, what is the code? Dude, that's the hardest question in the world. But to me, there's only one.
Jordan.
Yeah.
100%.
And here's why. Oh, God, I hope, I don't want to piss people off or whatever.
Piss them off. If they don't agree with it, doesn't mean that they get pissed and fucking pull their truck over.
Don't pull your truck over.
Yeah.
But last night, LeBron, they got beat. He did everything in his power. Here's why I think LeBron is just a little off, and he's an amazing superhuman.
Yeah, he's good.
He lost last night. His team lost, and he goes, it's not going to affect my life. I'm going to go home. We're going to figure out the next game. It's not going to affect my life. No. That's what I don't want to see. I want to see, God damn it.
Yeah.
I dropped 42 points. These guys, I'm on the weak side, I'm on the left side. These guys are good, man. I'm so fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I got to go in there and I got to just jam on motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. I wish he did that.
Yeah.
And that's not who he is. But MJ, that's the one thing for me. He will eat your aorta, bro.
Yeah.
I heard that motherfucker didn't like to lose in penny tossing. Like he didn't, Twizzler eating. He eating quick. I mean, he would bet. This I heard.
He bet a house. Yeah.
Yeah, he will eat your soul, and that's why he's the best ever, because he refuses to lose. And that to me is the most exciting.
Yeah. I agree. I think his mindset was just different. I think it was a different time. I think LeBron is just one of those guys. He'd be great at any sport. He's that
amazing.
Big. Yeah. He'd be great at the violin if he did it. He's just one of those people that could be good at almost anything. He chose basketball.
Yeah, he's a savant.
But Jordan, I think it was basketball only. I mean, he was shitty at baseball. He played for the White Sox. People try to act like, that he wasn't any good.
Yeah.
He was fucking bad, actually.
He had a couple. Didn't he have a home run?
Yeah, maybe, bro. But he owned the team for 3 years, dude. He got every at bat. One game they let him pitch to himself.
Bro, if he sees this, he ain't gonna like that.
Well, let him watch it then. If he's watching, we're doing good. Jamie Kennedy, where can people see you at coming up? Do you have
this weekend right now?
Okay.
May, whatever date it is, I'm at Rochester at the Carlson.
You are?
Yeah.
I can go. I can look on. You want to look on his site and just rattle off his dates, Nick? So we'll have them.
And then next weekend I'm at the Rec Room in Huntington Beach.
Ooh.
And then like in early June I'm in Ontario Improv.
Nice. You want to get those? We'll put those dates too.
We'll have them on the screen.
Yeah, right below in the link, and we'll put the dates up on the screen too.
Dude, I appreciate it.
So that people will know him. If you haven't seen Jamie in a while, man, go check him out. Or if you have seen him in a while, go check him out again. Dude, your IMDb is so long. It's crazy, bro. Like, you could almost put 2 words together and you were fucking in it, bro. Slacker cats. You know what I'm saying? Fucking.
Put in
Musk. Yeah. It's like fucking daytime jugglers. Like, you were in every fucking. King of the Millionaires too. This is fucking crazy, man. You've been in
Bentley Bottom. What?
Yeah, dude. You were in
Gang
number 9.
Yo, man.
You were in Sugar Walkers. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo, Slacker Cat should have worked.
Yeah,
it should have
dude.
worked, man.
Well, so many cats are lazy.
Right? Yeah. We were 7 and out.
Oh,
Fuck, man.
I think I watched one.
watched one?
Yeah, I watched one, bro. The first one.
Were you eating Tootsie Rolls?
Look,
That was around Tootsie time.
me and Mikey Rutch, boy.
Yo, Rich.
Oh, fucking slick jaw Rutch. Dude, I'd love to see him and your little priest go toe to toe in a fucking.
Mouth stuffing?
Yeah. Dude, how is mouth stuffing online not a thing?
Let's make it.
Yeah.
Yo, millennials. Not even millennials now.
No, just people that are home a lot.
There's the new generation. I think I'm X. And there's Y.
I think I might be X too.
No, I think you're Y.
I'm Y then. And then there's
Z,
millennials.
Millennials, and now the new one, whatever that is, under millennials.
Yeah.
You know they're eating ramen out of toilets.
Are they really?
Yeah, 100%.
Unbelievable.
And the challenge with the Tide Pod and all that stuff, it's like the challenge is, can you do? But they're eating ramen, cooking it, and eating out of toilet.
That hot batch, boy.
Yeah.
Get what you want. I remember that a couple brothers in my neighborhood always cooking Dove outside of our apartment complex, right? And
What's
so I'd
Dove?
go out there, Dove meat. And so I'd go out there and for years these dudes would be like, you want some Dove? And
No.
I said no, yeah. And then finally I had some.
And that shit was soft.
It was let me think, let me close my eyes and think about what it tasted like. It was overcooked.
Oh. They bred it?
No, they didn't bread it. It was straight Dove.
Black and Dove.
Yeah, it's blackened Dove, boy. Double blackened because these are a couple brothers serving it too.
Yeah.
But it was, I think it was kind of Jamaican, I think, honestly. You know, it was Jamaican, like jerk Dove. It was jerk Dove.
I want to
guess.
believe that.
Oh, dude, you better believe that, dude.
You're straight New Orleans?
I'm Covington, Louisiana, man.
No, but people eat.
4th Ward. Oh, New Orleans, they'll eat whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying? New Orleans is a great place. And
They'll eat what?
And I'm going to make a chart, too. Crime and food, how they merge. Better crime, better food. Baltimore, fucking crabs and cutthroats, son. You know what I'm saying? New Orleans, oysters and fucking body slugs, you know?
Yeah.
Catch a dozen of the fucking tongue and fucking 2 to the chest, baby.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Oh.
That's true.
Better food comes with murder.
Yeah.
Because they cook like it might be your last meal.
And no offense to the cops, because they've been good to me down there, but they only move on, if they figure out what's in it for them.
Oh, yeah. They got some shaky cops down there.
4 a.m., some of those cops are like, what's in it for me? I've seen,
definitely,
some yelling. That cop was like, that beignet, that spot.
Yeah,
They got to pay in cash. What's it called? That
Cafe Du Monde.
Dumont, they got it. That one bite in.
Oh, yeah.
That's a thing to run, right?
Oh, a lot of cops will hide a gun in a couple of beignets. Just be eating.
For everybody that doesn't know, I'm going down there in a month.
Are you?
Yeah, I think I'm shooting something I can't say yet.
Nice.
And the thing is, you pay cash.
Yeah.
The waiters. So when you go to Dumont's, open all night.
Yeah.
I was like, what you want, man?
Yeah, you pay cash, dude.
Cash to the waiters?
Yeah.
Because the waiters got paid cash to the owners. There's 2 owners, so people don't know. All right, there's 2 guys that own this joint,
Yeah.
and they're scared of each other fucking each other over. So they each have their own cash register. So they fucking hit each waiter. Go, get them right. They take cash and they go. That guy ordered donut. You owe me $3 fucking bucks.
Yep.
The waiters gotta pay. So if the waiters don't collect, they fucked.
That's America, dude.
That's fucking beignet knowledge.
Beignet for shinye.
Yeah.
Jamie, thanks so much, man. You got to come back. You got to start your own cast, man. I think people would love listening to you.
I would love to, man.
I'd listen.
I would love it.
You're welcome to use this studio if you need to every now and then, you know?
Okay, cool.
If you need to take him, you know, to get that kick off. But I think you have, I mean, if, you know, just saying.
I'd like to. I got to see. People should hit me up, and if they like me, I'll do it.
I think people would, huh? It'd be interesting. Do a 12-episode run and see how you feel about it.
Yeah. But I want to, like, you know, I want to talk different than what I am, though.
I'm just sitting on your front porch, wondering how could I be so far from my home. And my mind is somewhere else, but when I find it, I'll patch up where it's been blown. Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone. Oh, but when I reach that ground, I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it in my bones, but it's gonna take